Arcturians with Mother Gaia. As you leave the fourth-dimensional causal mystery school, you look up to see what resembles light sparkling off the surface of the water. You are drawn to follow that ever-present flow of liquid light as it pulls you towards the glistening surface. As you move upwards to the expanding flow of spiritual light, you hear a call from a presence that you recognize as yourself. Instinctively, you know that your I Am presence is calling you from inside the spiritual mystery school. Are you ready to join that expression of yourself? Do you love yourself enough to accept the honor of returning to your own spiritual essence? Have you completed your journey through the land of form? These types of questions continually bombard your awareness, but slowly you move beyond questions. You move beyond doubt and into the essence of the spiritual subplane of the fourth dimension. But this subplane does not feel as though it is a stop along your journey. Instead, it appears to be a final portal through which you will travel to return to who you have always been. You are somewhat shocked that you can give yourself such a compliment without your ego reminding you not to be conceited. However, as you look around inside yourself, you find that somewhere along your journey you have lost your ego. You did not abandon your ego or judge your ego. You just stopped thinking about who you should be and who they want you to be. In fact, the terms should and they no longer have meaning. You-are-ethem, and they are-you. Therefore, terms like you should are replaced with statements such as I am. I am is no longer the preface of what you are doing, such as I am going to the store. I am has become the identification of the new self that you are becoming. It has been a long journey from the physical plane and through the subplanes of the fourth dimension. As you entered each subplane, you opened a portal through the frequency of the fourth dimension through which the glistening light of your own I Am presence can flow. As you open the next portal, you will blend your I Am presence with your fifth-dimensional light body to complete your open portal between Gaia third-dimensional planet and the multidimensional light of the fifth dimension. Your I Am presence is the you that stands at this threshold awaiting the now in which you can merge again with your true multidimensional self. We say again as you have temporarily merged with your multidimensional self myriad times in many incarnations. However, the challenges of the physical world eventually pulled you from that reverie, as there was work to do in your daily life. Now that your fourth-dimensional portal is fully opened, you no longer need to choose between your true self and your physical self who repeatedly became lost in the daily reality of your physical life. Now that you have cleared your portal through the 4D lower astral plane, you can consciously recognize how the illusion of darkness has pulled you from yourself. Now that you have opened your portal through the 4D emotional plane, you can realize the immense creative potential of your emotional body. Now that you have opened your portal through the 4D mental plane, you are gaining mastery of your thoughts. Now that you have opened your portal through the 4D causal plane, you realize how your thoughts and emotions work together to create the thought forms that guide you through your daily, physical reality. And now you are opening the portal through your own I Am presence to continually remind yourself in your daily life that I am light. By opening your portal of light through the lower astral subplane, and connecting that portal to the emotional, mental and causal fourth-dimensional subplanes, you have created a highway to your I Am presence. Your I Am presence resonates to the highest peak of your spiritual subplane to assist you to walk across the rainbow bridge into the fifth dimension. This bridge is called the Rainbow Bridge because of the 7 colors that represent the 7 frequencies of your light. Red is the physical emanations of light represented by your first chakra. Orange is the emotional emanations of light represented by your second chakra. Yellow is the mental emanations of light represented by your third chakra. Green is the loving emanations of light represented by your fourth chakra. Blue is the creative communications of light represented by your throat chakra. Indigo is the higher communications of light represented by your brow chakra. Violet is the transmutation of light as represented by your crown chakra. To walk the rainbow bridge between the fourth and fifth dimension, you will need to combine all the 7 colors. Each color of light represents a different frequency of light. The different frequencies of light have been separated into different bandwidths. If all of the filters that create the separation into different colors were taken away, you would only perceive, as well as be, white light. The third and fourth dimensions are constructed by placing filters into the one light to separate the light reality into 7 different frequencies of that light. In the same manner, when you take a physical form, you have 7 different, and seemingly separated, chakras that represent the 7 octaves of your separated consciousness. When you pull out the filters that created the separation of yourself from yourself, The different colors blend into the one color of white light. White is the color of all the separated colors merging into the source of the one white light that bravely separated itself with third-dimensional filters to perceive the third-dimensional frequency of reality. On the other hand, black is considered to be total lack of light. Any small rays of gray represent the infiltration of light. White light is all the colors living in such unity that they come into the one of white light. Black is created in situations that allow no infiltration of light. In fact, there is not even enough infiltration of light to even create shades of gray. As you may know, your third-dimensional expression is being transmuted into your fourth-dimensional expression, and your fourth-dimensional expression is being transmuted into your fifth-dimensional expression. We, the Arcturians, now turn our message over to the majestic and transmuting planetary being, your Earth Mother, Gaia. Thank you, dear Arcturians. I, Gaia, wish to thank all my sentient beings for assisting me, your planetary mother. Within this great joining of personal and planetary light, we, people and planet, can welcome and embrace the birth of our fifth-dimensional reality. Because you, dear humans, have created your fourth-dimensional portal of unity between the third and fifth dimension. We, persons and planet, can work as one being. Together, we can unify our third-dimensional reality, which resonates within the spectrum of time and space, into our fifth-dimensional reality, which resonates to the eternal now of the One. I ask you, my humans, to consciously feel how your resonance is rising into higher and higher dimensions of reality. As you consciously focus your attention on the portal you have opened, even your most mundane third-dimensional endeavors will take on the glimmer of fifth-dimensional light flowing through your open portal. I also ask that you assist me to restore the true beauty and vibrant life of my true form. Hence, whenever you experience any ripples of dissonance or disharmony in your human or planetary body, I request that you channel through the higher frequencies of your spirit into the physical frequency of matter. Your personal bodies have the same elements of ether, air, fire, and water as my planetary body. Thus, when you transmute your third-dimensional human elements into the fifth-dimensional frequency range, you simultaneously transmute all life, including my planetary body. Please remember that your intention sets the frequency of your endeavor. When you hold the intention of service to yourself, your consciousness resonates to the third dimension. Conversely, when you hold the intention of serving planet Gaia and all my inhabitants, your consciousness resonates to fifth-dimensional unity consciousness. When your consciousness resonates to unity consciousness, we person and planet work as one being. Also, when transmuting your personal body, especially if you hold the intention of serving all life on Gaia, you assist me in transmuting our third fourth-dimensional Earth into our fifth-dimensional Earth. Just as the separation of light creates the different colors frequencies of your physical form, your separate intentions create third-dimensional differences rather than fifth-dimensional unity. Do you understand now why the Dark Ones developed a reality based on competition? Competition separates humans into the judgment of who is better or worse. Then, the better ones control, and the worse ones are controlled. Eventually there is a conflict, which stimulates a great deal of fear. This fear lowers your consciousness into the lower astral plane. There are many beings that resonate to the fourth-dimensional lower astral plane where competition and service to self thrives. Fortunately, those who have cleared their own lower astral self can unite with others who have also cleared their lower astral self. Then, through their shared unity consciousness, they can assist each other into the next frequency of the fourth dimension, which is the emotional subplane. Shared positive emotions, especially the feeling of hope, have a great bonding ability. After the frightening experiences of feeling cast adrift in a hostile world, hope is a great emotional boost. Then, those who have seen the light of their own thoughts can assist the former lost ones by inviting them to join into unity consciousness with thoughts of awakening and creating a new reality. In this way, your united emotions of hope and thoughts of unity create powerful thought forms based on the ongoing hope of unity consciousness. These thought forms, which are created in the fourth dimension, flow into the third dimension to plant the seeds of change. These seeds plant the ideas that perhaps you are now strong enough to identify your state of consciousness. Take responsibility for your state of consciousness. Note any outer or inner perceptions that affect your state of consciousness. Embrace any perceptions that raise your consciousness. Transmute any perceptions that lower your consciousness. I, Gaia, ask that you consciously monitor yourself and maintain an active awareness of how your interactions with daily 3D life alter your consciousness. You see, my dear humans, you are meant to be the interpreters. You have evolved into your individual consciousness so that each of you could maintain a continuous, conscious perception of the energy fields and thought forms of your daily life. When you can perceive that which is pure energy and has not yet become manifest, you leave time, as your consciousness is fully embracing the fifth dimensional now. Then you can share your interpretation with others. In this manner, you are actively involved in merging the fifth dimension with your physical world. Remember, dear humans, that you are to be the keepers of my land. The cetaceans are serving as the keepers of my waters. When you allow your consciousness to merge with the cetaceans, you will greatly amplify your ability to transmute my land and water into their fifth dimensional resonance. Unity consciousness is the key to our planetary and personal return to our fifth dimensional expressions. Just as the frequencies of light were separated into different colors, the frequencies of your thoughts and emotions have been separated to primarily perceive and interact only with a third dimension. The Dark Ones have fought against all of our ascensions because they know that they are not capable of monitoring their consciousness, reactions, and interactions with all life. They know this because there is a consciousness lock on their brains. Because they have no conscience regarding how their own energy fields affect others, they are unable to move into any state of unity consciousness. Therefore, they exist as individuals ruled by the one that has power over them. Competition with each other is greatly encouraged. This competition keeps their power separated and, thus, diminished from their greatest potential. Dear humans, I, your planetary mother, remind you that unity consciousness is the key to defeating the Dark Ones. Your unity consciousness is something that they cannot steal. It is only through producing the emotion of fear that they can gain control over you. However, once you have become the master of your emotions and your thoughts, your consciousness will expand into a frequency of perception that even the machines and AI cannot perceive. This fact also frightens them. They are afraid that they will lose the competition to take over your world. What you may not realize is that, because of their consciousness of power over others, the only world that they could take over is the third dimension and lower fourth dimension. Meanwhile, because of your service and cooperation, these lowest frequencies of my astral body are transmuting into a higher resonance. Thus, as my beloved humans who have served and loved me for myriad incarnations, work with me to transmute your Earth into the fifth dimension, the power over game will be called off. We are sorry, power over others beings, but the game has been closed because you, our competition, can no longer resonate to the frequency of the playing field that we, persons and planet, have created. When we, persons and planet, raise the resonance of planet Earth, the lost ones may even realize that unconditional love feels better than domination. I, Gaia, suggest that as we welcome the dawning of our transmuting planetary reality, that we offer unconditional love and violet fire to any being that has become trapped in the power over others game of the lower dimensions. As we create our reality with the force of unconditional love and unity consciousness, we work within the now of the one to unite our higher consciousness with our fifth dimensional Earth with infinite wisdom, multidimensional power, and unconditional love. Please remember and to continually repeat the mantras of we are the keepers of Gaia. We are the portals through which spirit enters the matter of Earth. We are one with the portals and one with the Earth. We are the unity consciousness of all life on Gaia. As we fall asleep each night, we remember we are portals to new Earth. As we awaken each morning, we remember we are the portals to new Earth. As we walk through our daily life, we remember we are the portals to new Earth. Everywhere we look, we choose to see new Earth. Everything we hear, we choose to hear new Earth. Every word we speak, we create new Earth. Every choice we make, we choose new Earth. Every step we take, we ground new Earth. Thank you, dear humans, Gaia and the Arcturians.